away from the mirror! Now!" The scream cut through the icy air of the abandoned girls' dormitory. Echoing between the peeling, water-stained walls, candles flickered violently, casting twisted shadows that seemed to crawl over the cracked tiles. The bathroom smelled of rust and mildew, and the single, grimy mirror above the sink was veiled in a faint mist, as if it had been breathing. Rain rattled against the boarded windows, but the cold in the room felt alive. 4 friends, Nia, Claire, Josh, and Nate, stood in a half-circle, their faces pale in the candlelight. They were here for one reason: to summon her. The Bloody Mary legend had always been an urban dare at school, but tonight, in this abandoned boarding house where a girl had once vanished, the dare felt dangerously real. 3 times, Claire whispered, gripping the candle so tightly her knuckles turned white. The mirror's foggy surface seemed to shiver as the first name was spoken. Bloody Mary. Her voice trembled. A faint shape moved in the glass, but it was too quick to catch. The second time was louder. Bloody Mary. A drop of water slid down the glass, though there was no leak above. Behind them, the bathroom door creaked on its hinges, as if nudged by unseen fingers. "Don't do it," Josh muttered, stepping back. The shadows behind him seemed to stretch toward the group, their ends curling like skeletal hands. Claire took a breath and said it the 3rd time. Bloody Mary. At first, nothing. The candlelight steadied. The air was still. Then, in the mirror, a pale woman's face appeared. Eyes black pits, lips bloodless, hair dripping as though she'd climbed from a lake. Her mouth began to move silently, forming words none of them could hear. Claire leaned forward, squinting. The figure in the mirror slammed her hand against the glass. The sound was deafening, like shattering bone. Blood began to seep from the mirror's edges, trickling down the wall. The glass rippled as if it were water, and an icy hand shot out, gripping Claire's wrist. She screamed, but her voice was swallowed by a deep, guttural laugh that filled the room. Mia grabbed her friend's other arm, pulling with all her strength, but the mirror dragged Claire in. Her face twisted in terror as her body sank into the glass like wet clay. Then she was gone. The mirror returned to normal, but in its reflection, Claire stood inside, pounding on the other side, her mouth screaming soundlessly. Behind her, the pale woman stood, smiling, and holding a candle of her own. The others ran, their footsteps echoing in the dark halls, but the laughter followed them, always behind them, no matter how far they went. The sound of fingernails scratching glass grew louder and louder, until it was right in their ears. The mirror, now sitting alone in the locked dormitory bathroom, still flickers with movement at night. If you're unlucky enough to look into it, you might see a girl pounding on the other side, begging to be let out, just before the pale woman steps forward to take someone new.